Well, Farmington police now giving an update on today's mass shooting where at least 3 people were killed.
A press conference taking place right now. Let's listen in.
We received multiple calls into our dispatch center. There were shots being fired in the area of Dustin and Ute. Officers responded to the area to find a chaotic scene where a male subject was actively firing upon individuals in that neighborhood. We have 4 officers from the Farmington Police Department that confronted the subject. They were able to stop his actions at that time. The suspect is deceased, but prior to that, we know that 3 civilians were killed by this person's actions. We also know that several other parties were injured due to the gunfire. What we do also know is that 2 officers were also injured, one from our agency and one from state police. They are both receiving medical care at San Juan Regional Medical Center, and they are in stable condition. Right now, as you can see behind me, we have an active investigation ongoing. We are actively looking at several blocks of this crime scene to determine what actually happened while we were responding to this scene. Because of the numerous phone calls that we did receive, we are trying to gather a lot of information that came in very rapidly to this situation. As that information unfolds, we are going to provide that to you. What you can expect from us tonight is you'll receive a conference statement from our Chief of Police, Steve Hebby. He will provide that statement to you with additional details at that time. What you can also expect is tomorrow at 2 o'clock, we will conduct a press conference with any agency from the media to join us for additional information. As more information comes about, we will start providing that information to the media. We're grateful for the response that we received from our agency partners in the area: San Juan County Sheriff's Office, State Police, Bloomfield, our Farmington Fire Department, and many other agencies responded to provide aid and medical attention, and it was super helpful. What we need from our community is anybody that has any additional information, whether that be eyewitness information or video information or whatever it may be. If you feel it's pertinent, we ask that you call dispatch at 505-334-6622 and provide them with that information so that we can continue this investigation and acquire all of the relevant facts as we continue.
Do we know the ages of the victims at this time?
I do not know the ages of the victims at this time.
Do we know the age of the suspected shooter?
We do know the age of the suspected shooter. He is 18 years of age.
And then do we know how many other people were injured?
We know that in this incident, besides the suspect himself, who is deceased, there were 9 other people injured.
Do we know if the suspect was going into homes? Was he shooting just out in the neighborhood?
We do not know yet if he entered any other homes or any of that information. We're still trying to determine that at this point.
Does this man have a history of altercations with the police or a criminal history?
At this time, we do not know that he has that.
Do we know if he's a local in this neighborhood or if he's from outside of Farmington?
We are still trying to determine why he was in this neighborhood.
We'll take one more question.
There is a video circulating on TikTok that appears to show the man getting...
So what we were listening to right now was a live press conference with the Farmington Police Department in regards to today's mass shooting. We didn't learn too much more than we have already been telling you all day today, but a few new facts that we did learn from this live press conference now. We did learn that that shooter, the suspected shooter who was killed today in response to that mass shooting by law enforcement, he is 18 years old. No identification yet, but we do know he is 18. We have learned that 9 other people were injured in addition to those 3 people who were shot and killed allegedly by that shooter today. 2 of those injured are officers who are in the hospital, 1 state police officer and 1 Farmington police officer. We will have much more for you throughout this newscast.